this lesson, we're going to start at the bottom of page 7, and we're going to start multiplying polynomials. If you're given something like this, the monomial next to the binomial, all I have to do here is just distribute. So I'm going to have 2x times 3x minus 8 times 2x. That means everything got that 2x in that parentheses. So to simplify it now, I'm going to take 2x times 3x, which I can do 2 times 3, which is 6. Then those rules of exponents are going to come in. X times x means I'm just going to add my exponents, so x squared. Minus 8 times 2x. The only thing I can do there is 8 times 2, which is 16, and attach the x on the end. And it's still in standard form. Alright, the second one, I've got a binomial times a binomial. 2 terms times 2 terms. So here you've got an option. You can either box it, or you can FOIL it. I'm going to show you both, but I'm going to start with the box. So to do the box, you've got a 2 by 2. So we're going to need a 2 by 2 box. Alright, then I'm going to put each binomial on the outside. All this does is ensure that every single thing gets multiplied to each other, which is the goal. So then I'm going to have negative 2x squared. Then I'm going to have 4x. Then I'm going to have 12x. Then I'm going to have negative 24. Now the way the box method makes it easier is that all I have to do to find like terms is look diagonally. And it also has it already in standard form. So I know I don't have anything to go with negative 2x squared, and that's my highest exponent. Then I've got like terms in the middle, 4x plus 12x is 16x. Then I don't have anything to go with the negative 24 on my constant. Alright, there's method 1. Now if you'd like to FOIL it, which I know some of you do, we'll rewrite it again. FOIL is first, outer, inner, last. So my first terms. Then I'm going to go to my outer terms. Then my inner terms. And last but not least, the last terms. Alright, then I'm going to check for like terms. I've got to check everything out, and I've got some right there in the middle. So negative 2x squared plus 16x minus 24. And I got the same thing as if I did the box or a FOIL method. So this one is up to you, however you want to do it. Alright, so top of page 8. You've got a little bit bigger problem here. I've got a binomial times a trinomial. Now FOIL typically works for those binomials and the binomials. So my suggestion for these bigger ones is the box method, because you're guaranteed to multiply everything that needs to be multiplied. You can try FOIL, but you've just got to make sure that that gets multiplied by everything, then that gets multiplied by everything, and then you've got to make sure you combine your like terms correctly. So I'm going to show you the box method first, and then I'll go back and do that one. Alright, so I've got a 2 by 3. 2 and 3. So my binomial I'll put here. Trinomial will go here. Now I'm just going to fill in my box. 3x squared, negative 5x, 4x squared, 12x, and negative 20. Alright, still diagonal like terms. So now I've got those like terms, and I've got those like terms. Alright, I don't have anything to go with the x cubed because it's not boxed, but I also know that it's my highest exponent just because of its location. Then I've got 4x squared plus 3x squared, which is 7x squared. 12 minus 5 plus 7x, and negative 20 is all by itself. So there's my answer. Now if you want to do the other one where you're distributing everything out, you're essentially foiling it to a higher level, I've got to make sure that I do everything to everything basically. So x times x squared is x to the third, x times plus 3x would be plus 3x squared, and x times negative 5 is negative 5x. Alright, now I've got to go back and do the exact same thing with 4, so I don't miss anything. So 4x squared plus 12x plus 20 This just guarantees you that you're going to multiply everything. You're not going to forget something when you're multiplying. All right, the last thing for this lesson are just some practice problems. If you want to pause it and try them and then check, do so now. All right, number 1, 2x plus 3 squared. That means I'm going to take 2x plus 3 and I'm going to write it twice. Is that times itself twice? That doesn't mean I'm just going to distribute that 2 out. It means I have to rewrite it twice. All right, so I'm either going to box it or FOIL it. So once I do that, I'm going to have 4x squared. Then I'm going to have 6x plus 6x again plus 9. Got like terms. That's 12x plus 9. Still in standard form, so I'm good there. Nothing left to simplify. All right, the next one, all I have to do here is just distribute. That's all I got to do. So negative 5x cubed times 4x squared is going to be negative 20x, and I'm going to add 3 plus 2, which is 5. Negative 5x cubed times negative 3x is going to be positive 15x, 3 plus 1 is 4. Negative 5x cubed times 1 is just negative 5x cubed. Okay, the last one, I've got a combination of multiplication and addition. So my multiplication starts here, and all that is just straight up distribution. So 3x squared plus 1x. Okay, that one's taken care of. The second one, I've got a binomial times a binomial, so I can either FOIL it or box it. I'm just going to go ahead and FOIL it. So x times x is x minus 1x plus 1x minus 1. Now I've got to look for all my like terms. I've got a little bit bigger polynomial here, so I got to look a little bit harder. All right, so I'm going to start there because that's my highest degree. No like terms to go with it. So that one's done. Then I'm going to look at my linear monomial, the x. I've got plus 1x minus 1x plus 1x. So 1 minus 1 is 0. 0 plus 1 is 1. So plus x. Oh, that should be x squared. So that's going to change this because we do have another one, so that's going to be 4x squared. Alright, then minus 1 on the outside. So all that happened here is that when I multiplied x times x, I forgot to put my square over there. So it should be x squared.